Hey guys, welcome back. O2 and Shan, GBG Guy vs. Gal here. Omar is in the building, no Shan. So this video is going to be what you guys wanted me to show you. You said you wanted to start seeing some of our trips that we go on. And so I thought, why not show the trip to Turkey? You know, we started off in Europe and we went over to the Asian side. And it was just a beautiful thing. We got a chance to go to Istanbul. And then we went over to Ephesus, which is a beautiful destination. So if you haven't been and you're able to, definitely recommend it. So we're just going to check out a couple pictures here I want to share with you guys so you can have the same experience, a little bit of the experience that I was able to have. I was not there with Shan, but I was there by myself with some other people. But we'll check out a couple different pictures, maybe a little video, and you guys can just get a taste of what the other side of the world looks like and let me know what you think, because I thought it was fantastic. Alright, so here, this first little picture that you see is just the picture in the airplane. I'll expand it for you a little bit and take my face out of the frame. It's the Swiss Alps. So, of course, we flew through Switzerland. We had to get off at that airport. But as you see here, it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing because you get to see the Swiss Alps, the mountaintops above the clouds. It is just outrageously crazy. So beautiful. If you've never seen that up close, definitely a sight to see before you exit this world. Alright, so let's get to a couple things. We'll look at those two last. So here are some pictures here. Of course, my face hopefully is out of the way and you can see. But this is just a picture of the area that we were in. We weren't in a very, rich area. It was more of a project area, but it was a very interesting location. Got a chance to experience a lot. So we'll just kind of click through and see what we have here. So this location here, they had a cemetery up on a mountaintop hill, and we kind of walked through and paid our respects and just looked around. So that was an interesting location. This is the city of Eyüp and some other areas, some districts right on this lake here. I forget what the lake was called, Horn Lake or something of that nature. But it was a beautiful place. As you can see in the background there, you see a huge mosque with the little I'll call it a steeple for lack of better terms on the rooftop there. So there were a lot of mosques that we got to see, but that was one area. Now let me tell you something. If you love food like me, then you are going to love Turkey. This is downtown Turkey, or downtown Eyüp, where we were. And in this area, they make the best food ever. As you see, this is just outside. We have a man here just braising some meat, getting it ready for some lucky person to be able to eat. Just food galore. Meat is magnifique. Tombik dona. So dona, if I'm not mistaken, in Turkish means meat. I forget what tombik is. I don't know if that's a steak, but great meat. And this is just another picture of what I talked to you about before, kind of that Eyüp and some other areas around that location. So this was also downtown. If you look in the background, you'll see that marketplace. But this was almost like a marble flooring, which freaked me out because I thought if it rained, I would slip and everybody would laugh at me. But I didn't slip, so we were all good. And so a lot of people come down here. There's a huge mosque right in the center. As you see, there's some other domes there. There may be some mosques or some areas. They had a lot of shopping areas, very nice, but a lot of food, shopping and food. I couldn't find any toys, but I found some food for my tummy. Some more food. You cannot look at this picture and tell me it's not delectable, delicious, delightful. Those are just, oh, I'm telling you, go and eat some food. It was just outrageous. I'm just gonna stare at this for a second and salivate. Beautiful. So definitely check that out. All right, let's see what else we have. Bilgi University. Big shout out to the kids over at Bilgi University. That was a university that we got a chance to go to and just speak to some kids, and it was just an awesome place. Great time. All right, some other pictures here, some boating. Let's see what else I got. So this is the downtown area. As you can see, you can go down there, you go shopping. I did pick up some soccer jerseys that were pretty cheap. It was pretty cool to support the local Turkish soccer team, football. So that was pretty cool, and they had a lot of shoes and some other things that you could get for a fairly reasonable price. And this is just one of the streets that we had a chance to walk through. So very nice there. As you see, EYUP, Eyüp is what it was called. So some more food. You'll probably see a lot of food in my pictures because their food, though that looks like pizza, it tastes nothing like pizza. It tastes much better. So good stuff. Look at this. Oh, Whew, good stuff. So this area, if my memory serves me right, was they called it like Mother Mary. So this was a different area on the Asian side before we got a chance to go to Ephesus, where it was said that Mary from the Bible lived here at one point in time, or her uncle lived here and she visited. So that's a statue of her right there. And this is just actually an area where I think Catholics come and they actually have church right in front of her building where she respectfully, I think, used to live or used to visit. So that was pretty cool. That's more pictures of that. And those are like little prayer scarves or papers that people hang when they come past this area. So that was kind of cool. All right, so now we are in Ephesus. So this is a landscape picture of Ephesus, a beautiful, beautiful area. If you've never seen a location like Ephesus, to where, you know, you're seeing something from 2,000 years ago, 1,000 years ago, you know, this location has changed hands. I'm a historical buff for many, many different times. You had Constantinople, you had the Ottoman Empire, you had the Romans, you had many different kingdoms that were in this area, but a lot of it is well preserved and it's pretty cool. So our guide actually drew some of the markings down to describe to us what we were going to be seeing when we walked through the area. So you'll see some of those markings actually engraved in the stone where certain people could only sell in certain locations. Pretty cool. Who's that guy? That's me. Yes. So this is one of the smaller Colosseums where they would go, and I think the politicians would go and speak to the Greeks or the Romans or whoever wanted to listen about the law of the land, or if they were vying for leadership, they would come here and speak to the people. So this is a pretty cool upper elevated view. So you can see all the different statues to the different emperors or the governors or whoever was, you know, leading the area at that time. So these roads were huge and they would lead to many different areas. All right, so here's just a engraving picture of whatever was going on during that time. I forget the specifics around each engraving, but you'll see a couple here. Me again with some interesting lady behind me. I forget what she's doing. I think she's part of the Greek philosophy chain. I don't know, but she's behind me. All right, so some more engraving here. If you speak Greek, you probably can read that. I do not, so I'm not going to try. And this is just a bigger picture of the road. I'm telling you, this went on for miles and it was just beautiful. This is the road that most of the people there in that area walked up and down. And on the side there, you see the columns because people would be selling things in a marketplace. So very, very interesting, very cool. These things here. Imagine this. If you have to go to the bathroom, there is no porcelain toilet for you to sit on. You're not flushing anything. This right here is your toilet. That's the hole where all of your internal liquids and solids would go down, and you were hoping to be more upstream, maybe the first person as you go to the right, because the further you go down, there's a little trough or a little waterway behind this thing. And so just think about that. You know, if you're not the first person, whatever goes down through that water, you know, you have to dip your hand in the water then wash yourself. You were not going to be getting the most hygienically clean water, which is why a lot of disease and different illnesses were going around during those times. Not the most sanitary place. Same thing here, just they were cleaning up a little areas. You see that rope and that tube, so just trying to preserve as much as they can. Very nice. Some more artifacts here. Who's that? That's me again. Don't know who that is in the background, but that's me laying up against a column. So this was one of the big libraries that were still kind of standing. They didn't have any of the books or anything, but it was just a huge library back here. Most of the men would come to read as their wives shopped. So these footprints are interesting. So the footprints, I won't go into too much detail because it's not family friendly, but these footprints would direct people where to go to look for certain things that they wanted to buy. Okay? And these are just some more engravings or markings. You see a lot of crosses, a lot of wheels. Some of it is a sign of a marketplace, religious ceremonies, different things. So this is a big view of another Colosseum here. So this was a huge one. And this was interesting because I don't know if you can see, but if you look all the way down in front of where all those people are, those were cages where they would actually house animals and animals meaning bears and lions, and this is where they would uh, allow those animals to get out and attack people. But this is also where the Roman soldiers or whoever, they would fight. You know, they would battle in front of the crowd. So it was kind of like we have UFC or boxing today, but a bit more aggressive. And sometimes they would duel to the death. So that's what this was all about. All right. So more of the same, just a different view of the Colosseum there. And this is just as I was exiting, just taking some more pictures to give you a better view. And this was just a mountaintop. And they had sheep, you know, and goats kind of roaming wherever they wanted up the mountain. That was pretty cool. And then we got a chance to go see some people making some ceramics, some pottery artifacts, or not artifacts, pottery and just different bowls and cups. And it was pretty cool to watch them because everything is handmade, beautiful. So as you see, you had him here making some of the pottery out of the clay, and then you had the women that were designing the artwork. That is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Yes, do not be mad at me because I did not buy one. Shan would tell you I should have picked one up, and I did not. Those things are beautiful. And this was kind of a castle in the background. You see it has the Turkish flag draped over two pieces there, but that is that. Let's see if I have any more. Oh, we have a video. I don't even know if this video will play. Let's see. Y'all want to see? Let's see if the video plays. This was actually I think a man and his wife making threads for carpets and rugs and shirts. It's actually pretty cool to get a chance to see that.
Now 50 of them are going in one. You see? Metal can feel how strong they are. They're really strong.
Alright, so he was actually showing how strong the thread was. So that was pretty cool. I think I have one or two more pictures here. Let's see. Okay, we have that view. This is me being Samson the strong man. Look at that. I am strong. I'm about to knock down the columns. That face, look at that. It's agony right there. I am not struggling. That's just me about to push him down. And I think I have one more video. Let's see if we can find it. Look at me searching through all my files. Let's see if we can find it here. Let's see. Here we go. So this may give you a better view of the inside of some of the tunnels or the walkways in the Colosseum. It was pretty cool. Let's see if we can play it.
This is into
So that's crazy. I'm telling you that it was one of the most beautifulest places I've ever been to before. Beautifulest. Yes. So I have more pictures. I have more videos. This is just one of the trips that we've taken to Turkey. Like I said, we started on the European side and in the Istanbul, Eyüp area. And then we had a chance to go over to the Asian side over in Ephesus. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment. If you like these videos, if you want me to post more, I will. So this is just a request by you guys, wanting you to come in and to be a part of our life. So always give us a like and always remember to subscribe to become a part of the family. Until next time, O2 and Shan, GVG, Guy vs. Gal. Peace. We'll see you later.